Mhm,
For the
mhm.
New Jack
City.
City.
E, 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 e.
E E
Oh,
O.
oh,
Oh, man. Hey, bro, you ready?
let's do it.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with the girl around us and she loving us. If we don't know you, don't come close to us. If you with your girl, let me hear you say what? Good afternoon, good evening, good night. This is season 4, episode 25 of the Reed Talk and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed. How you doing tonight, man?
Oh man, pretty good, man. Bunkering down, man. South Dakota, we got a big winter snowstorm coming through here, so a bunch of parts of the state just got slammed. Our lead got 42 inches today. You know what we do to total archery challenge.
Yeah.
Rapid City got like 24, 25 inches. Phillip, they got 24, 25 inches. So we just been getting slammed. I think we only got a foot here in Sioux Falls.
Man, well, it has been quite the opposite here. Well, I guess I don't know if the opposite of snow is rain, but man, I feel like it's been raining here. I feel like we live in this like a Garbo Seattle right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just wet and dreary and cloudy every day. I feel like right now, you wake up and you go out. And you need a light jacket, but by the time the sun sets, you know what I'm saying. You need the big boy on. You know what I mean? And then it's just
Yep.
wet. And bro, right now, my mailbox is filling up with water, and I keep talking about it. I've yet to do it, but my mailbox keeps filling up with water, and the mailman just keeps shoving the mail down in there. You know what I'm saying? In the puddle. So,
He doing the job.
yeah, I guess, I guess. But I need to drill some holes in the bottom of my mailbox or something because I mean, the rain just ain't going nowhere.
That's crazy, man. Think if you gotta drill holes in your mailbox to keep your mail from getting wet.
I mean, it's getting bad wet too. Like
You better go in and brick it up.
if it's the check, if it was a check, it would have been a wrap.
You just gotta brick it up.
Break it up. But man, what's been going on with you this week?
Man, not a lot. Just working, getting the year wrapped up, and getting ready for the holidays, man.
Yes, sir. The year is wrapping up, man. 2022. It's coming to an end, man. It don't seem like it's been that long.
It don't.
You know what I'm saying? I know we always say this after everything's over. When you're in high school, they tell you, oh, when you're a freshman, they say, oh, it's gonna fly by. Next thing you know, you'll be in college. And then when you're in college, you know what I'm saying? They'll tell you again, hey, the next thing you're gonna be out there in the real world. And then you turn around and you in the real world, you married with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like
It don't seem like it's flying by until it's gone by already.
exactly. You don't realize what you're in, you know what I'm saying, until it's over, which kind of sucks in a way. If you really think about the way we treat life, because we're always thinking about going to that
Yeah.
next thing. You know what I'm saying? And we don't really even enjoy it. Like let's just talk like even like this podcast thing. Like let's just say in a year or two, whatever, this thing's a whole nother monster. And it's actually a job. And we're actually having to do this and having to be here and having to be there. You know what I'm saying? That means we're in the prime of our like the most fun time of the show right now, and we're not even worried. We're not thinking about it because we're thinking about the
The
next
next,
the next thing.
what though? It's just like this is real, and I saved it. And if I knew we were gonna talk about this, I'd have had it pulled up. But it says like homeless dude. He talking to these cats in the car, and he goes, "So many people is worried about getting to the next level, getting to success, that they don't enjoy the journey." And
Yeah,
he goes, "And once you get to the top, you look back and be like, damn, like it wasn't the destination I was looking for. It was a journey, and you missed it. You know
you
what I'm
missed
saying?
it.
So I think now that we know that we should just enjoy the ride.
I mean, yeah, we always know that. Well, but it don't go like that.
No,
You know
I
what I'm
never.
saying?
No,
It
no,
doesn't always
never.
go like that, man. But I'll wait a little bit longer to get into the real. I'll wait a little bit longer to get into the real faction of it. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit, but the Hunters. Have you hung up? Have you hung up the bow for the season? Or no? You got you
No,
got.
No, I mean, I'll be coming down there and doing some bow hunting, but as far as up here, man, dude, the wet like we've got more snow. We've got more snow this week than we did all of last winter. So it's pretty much a wrap for me, man.
Hanging it up. I mean, I don't want to say it's a wrap for me because I still have possibilities to get out there. But there just hasn't been a second out for me to get out there. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? There just hasn't been a time that I could just, all right, I'm gonna go in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have to be a last minute thing, and you already know how that goes. When you just jump out there last minute, you leave something at home
Yep.
or whatever it might be, man. So I just haven't been able to get out there. Um, but I don't want to hang it up because I don't have a deer on the ground with my bow this season yet. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh yeah, you can hang it up. You got deer on the ground now. But I don't have one on the ground with my bow. And that was my initial goal when I set out at the start of the season. So I gotta try to fulfill that before it's all said and done.
I mean, you still got time because you guys go all the way into February.
Yeah,
So I say you got a couple months left to get it knocked down.
most definitely, man. I know last week we talked about Dion a lot for 3 hours, however long.
Yeah, yeah, damn near 3 hours.
Yeah. So I don't want to harp on it all again tonight. But a question has been raised, I guess, due to things that have come out recently. All right. So Dion hires the head coach of Mississippi Valley, a team in the SWAC, to come be a coordinator over at Colorado. So that started raising some eyebrows around the way. Like, not only are you gonna leave the SWAC, now you taking good coaches out with you.
Head
You know what I'm
coach.
saying? Not only from
You're
not
taking
only
head coaches and making
exactly
them assistant coaches.
exactly not only from Jackson State, but from other HBCUs. So how do you feel about that?
Man, it's the start of a wave, man. That's what happens. Everybody was like, "Oh, well, he's just leaving. He's creating more opportunities for coaches." And it's like, yeah, he is. He's going to create opportunities for coaches, but not in the SWAC, not at a HBCU. So now the thing what you having is you're having head coaches in the SWAC leave to go be assistant coaches at a Power Five,
Yeah,
and it's one of those things where it's like, so you'd rather leave a head coaching job to go take an assistant job somewhere in hopes of getting a head job somewhere else when you're basically leaving the position that you always wanted to hope you get that position somewhere else at a bigger school, and it's like it's working backwards to me. It's hustling backwards.
yeah. I think it's a little bit of hustling backwards, and then I also just think like it just speaks on more of what we were talking about last week, as in uh how close you truly were to the mission.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you were that close to the mission of we're gonna bring HBCUs to a certain level, and you really cared about the HBCU like that, then why would you leave this? Why would you not only leave the SWAC, but then you would also come back to the SWAC and say, okay, he that's the other best head coach over here. Hey, you come with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
So
mean, it's one of those things where you can. Most people don't realize this, but you can dismantle a whole operation by just removing one key, by removing one key piece.
yeah, or just a couple,
Just a
whatever.
couple pieces. No, one could just dismantle it, but you start removing two, three, four, five, and then the whole castle crumbles. And it's like, so you went over there and built this whole thing up to leave it worse than how you found it.
Exactly. And I think it won't be immediately worse. Um, but it's like trying to keep up with something that you can't, right?
Right.
So now, like, I don't know how much extra money Dion was putting in. I know he gave up half his salary and then had to throw in some more to do what they was doing at Jackson State. Well, now you got to keep up with that in a way. You know what I'm saying? That you got to
Yeah.
try to keep up with that. And I think 2 3 years from now, we'll see we'll see the HBCU or the SWAC in a worse situation than whenever Dion found it. Fozzie said, "What up, guys? What's good, Fozzie?"
Was good fives. No, man, I don't think it'll take that long. I think we'll see it this upcoming season. Because I mean, just look at all the players that were committed to Jackson State.
But the thing about it
All
is, we won't see it. I mean, we'll see it this next season, but we won't see it. And
you know,
even
yeah,
if they do get the coverage, this is another thing too that I wanted to point out because we had a lot of people talking about the contract, the TV contract. Yes, we will still see it, but will we still see the commercials? You know what I'm saying? Or will the
yeah,
commercials be played at 3 a.m.? Will we see all of the graphics that were being put out by ESPN? Will we see all the extra things being done to promote those games being put on TV,
I
or will
don't
they
even.
just pop up on our TV on Saturday on ESPN 3, and that's what it
Man,
is?
it'll be one of those things where they show it at they'll air it at 10:30, 12 o'clock on a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? And the game's already been played. It's a replay. You know what I'm saying? They have no incentive to play these games anymore. And truth be told, I don't even think they'd honor the contract. I wouldn't, because
And see what?
it's gonna cost me more money to play you guys than I'm gonna make of people watching.
Yeah, and you don't have the
And
wow factor.
exactly.
You don't have the wow factor anymore.
And if I'm a company, I'm not buying those time slots. Why am I buying time slots? Like if I'm Chevy, why am I buying a time slot to watch Bethune Cookman play Howard? There's nothing there for me. There's no buzz around HBCUs no more.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why I think Dion leaving Jackson State was a way bigger deal than a lot of people make it seem. It was way more than a black man progressing in his career, and I'll leave it at that. If you're watching the podcast right now, man, we appreciate y'all being on here tonight. We know we got on a little late, but if you could, man, hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. If you're over on the YouTube, let everybody know what you're watching, why you're watching, and where you're watching that over here on the Read Talk and Listen podcast, man. Y'all go follow my guy right there at the Dreaded Archer over on the Dreaded Archer 17 over on
Already.
Instagram, man. Hey, my super producer in the back, Mr. Killer Cam, man. Y'all make sure y'all get over there and follow him on the Instagram at KILLR Cam. Myself, Big Poppy underscore ONE9. And of course, the RTL podcast over on the Instagram, man. Y'all get over there and get that. If you're on Spotify right now, anywhere on the go, you can hear my voice and the voice of the Dreaded Archer.
You are now tuned in to the RTL podcast.
You saw the episode of the show, the trade deadline. And it's really like a double meaning. You know, we like to do that. Obviously, read, talk, and listen.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? So we like to do the little double meaning, man. But the trade deadline, man. Brittany Griner is released from Russian prison only on the accord that I lost the surname. The angel of no, what is it?
Oh,
What's
the
his,
merchant.
the merchant of death. I didn't want to get that wrong.
Merchant of death, yes.
Only on the accord that the merchant of death is released from U.S. custody and returned to the motherland, Mother Russia.
Fatherland. They call it fatherland.
Fatherland, motherland, back home. You know what I'm saying? It's a 1-for-1, even trade. So they say. You know what I mean? Do you feel that it's
a lot of people say it though? I wasn't gonna leave you hanging. I just a lot of people say it though.
You saw the gap. I left the gap.
I was trying my mouse wasn't clicking. A lot of people say it though.
Big facts, man. But but a lot of people don't think it's an even trade.
No,
Some people,
bro, it's not an even trade. Like I don't know if you, like I said, if you watch this podcast, you know that I'm an avid YouTube listener, and just all these different podcasts, are talking about the trade, and a lot of people have pulled up interviews from Victor Bout, and from Russian news sources, and even Russian news sources are like, we can't believe they made that trade. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things where, say you go to, you get ready to go buy a new car at the car dealership, you know what I'm saying? And you like, man, that car's 70, but shit, I'm gonna tell them I got 50. Knowing that you're gonna have to go up, and then when they say, well, what do you want? You throw out that, I got 50 cash. and they say okay, and you're like, oh damn, I gotta steal. Yeah, like you're not gonna question it, and that's what happened with the trade between Brittany Griner and Victor Bout is I don't think Russia ever intended to let her, to let her go. They was like, well, let's say we want Victor and see what happened. And
Yeah.
they threw Victor's name out, you know what I'm saying, months ago, and it was like a no go. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was like we can't do it. And then
Oh shit.
to only circle back around and call up this U.S. we need President Putin, and Putin like, what's good? Like, all right, we'll make the trade. And he like, for real? Y'all serious? Y'all gonna make this trade?
Well,
And
I feel like they already knew they had it in the bag from the jump. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the first phone call was made, hey, we willing to wheel and deal. Cause you already know going in, we're not getting her back for nothing.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That was never up for question. So it was the first phone call was like, hey, what can we do? There's really nothing you can do, but hey, my boy Vic, he ain't liking his time over there right now, man. What
exactly.
can we do about that? And they showed it. They showed. I feel like we showed our hand. Like we feel like we showed how desperate we were as a country to get her back. Because it's not like Russia is blind to Twitter. It's not like Russia is blind to Instagram, Facebook, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
They saw what was going on over here, and they realized, hey, look, there's a power struggle going on right now in America. You know what I'm saying? And it's the power struggle between the Democrats and Republicans. And it's like, how can we leverage, you know what I'm saying, and get our dude back home? Because right now we getting our asses kicked over in Ukraine, and we shouldn't be. And we know if we get Victor home, Victor gonna be able to do that thing. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He gonna be able to make this shit happen. And that's what happened. I mean, the trade makes no sense. They leveraged the U.S.'s weakness. You know what I'm saying? The power struggle that we got going over here.
I don't even know. I don't even think it was much of the power struggle. I think that's you doing more work than you have to. If you trying to if you try to take it all the way to the politics of it.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
but it is the politics of it.
I feel like it's just straight up. Okay, she gets locked up in Russian. She gets locked up in Russian prison, and we as Americans, we all ran to the social medias like that was gonna save her.
Right.
Free Britney, free Britney, free Britney. We've got to bring her home. Biden, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like all you know what I'm saying? They sitting there. They got these too. They got these too.
No,
you know what I'm saying? So
they do.
We got them. We got them.
But you got to think about it, though. The Democrats is slowly losing grip of the black vote, and right now you got a large movement of African Americans saying, "Hey, look, we need tangibles. We need tangibles." And just like any other time in history, they give us a crumb, and they give us that one crumb, and we take that crumb and think it's a whole loaf of bread. And it was like, well, shit. We're not going to do reparations. We can't. So what can we do? It's going to stifle them just for a little bit. And it was, well, we got the Brittany Griner card in the back pocket.
But I don't feel like that worked in that sense because
it did work. I
don't think it worked. I don't think it worked because I didn't see the community supporting the trade like that. At least not around me.
No, I'm telling you, the community is supporting the trade. If you go look at like different posts on it, people are saying, "Oh, she should have been brought home. They should have made this deal a long time ago."
But I mean, you even have guys, on the even bigger stage like Micah Parsons.
No, I think people.
You see what I'm saying? Like, what we doing?
Here's the thing. I think people are saying it. They're coming out now and saying it because now they see the details of it. It's just like a trade between two NFL teams. You don't really know what the trade was involved in the trade until the trade goes through, and then when you look at it, you like, damn, they got screwed.
Yeah,
like go back. I'm gonna tell you a good one. Go back and look in the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, Q Miller?
What's good, Officer Miller? What you call it? You go back, look in the 80s when the Cowboys traded Herschel Walker to the Vikings. And well, people were like, oh, the Vikings are getting Herschel Walker. The Vikings won that deal. But then you see what the Vikings gave up for Herschel Walker.
Yeah.
They basically gave the Cowboys 3 Super Bowls with all the draft picks they got from it.
Yeah.
Because those draft picks allowed them to get Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, what you call it. They used some of them draft picks to trade and get Dion, Michael Irvin. Like it brought in a whole lot of players to Dallas that played a key role in getting their Super Bowl. And those were picks that Minnesota had.
Yeah.
So in Minnesota they were celebrating until they realized, damn, we gave up the house. And that's what happened here with the trade between Brittany Griner and Victor Bout. Is the trade went through, people celebrated, and then they started, hindsight 2020, they started looking at the trade like, wait a minute. Because before, no one really knew what he was all about. You know what I'm saying? And now you just started hearing the Merchant of Death, Merchant of Death, Merchant of Death. And you're like, we traded Brittany Griner for a cat that they call the Merchant of Death?
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you get to reading what all he was charged with, I mean, you're looking at a cat that was, charged with, conspiracy to provide material support and resources to a terrorist organization, conspiracy to kill Americans, conspiracy to kill American officers and employees, and conspiring to acquire and use anti-aircraft missiles. Like, this dude was the dude. There's several movies made about this cat, and they don't make movies about you if you're just some ordinary dude.
Yeah.
You don't get the nickname the Merchant of Death. And then I feel like Russia, and I also feel like Russia showed how hypocritical the U.S. are now. Well, not only it's the U.S., but how the Democrats are when it's like, oh, gun control, gun control, gun control. We got to do something to fight gun control. But then you just put a guy on the street who is known for putting over 300,000 AR-15s in the street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Over 30,000 land to missile firearms. Lord knows how many pistols. You know what I'm saying? Over 10 million pounds of C4. I mean, this dude was the Amazon of firearms. He's an arms dealer. And we put that dude back in the streets because we wanted Brittany Griner back. It was the trade was bad. We got screwed in this trade, and what I fear is going to happen is it's going to open up the floodgates for other countries that might have somebody over here that's like, you know what? Next time a U.S. celebrity bring the ass to our country, lock them up. Find some reason to lock them up.
Does it have to be a celebrity though?
Yep. It's got to be celebrity, because I can tell you now, take your ass over to Russia and they lock your ass up. They ain't come to get you. You ain't gonna be heard about.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The story would never get out there like that.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, celebrities traveling around, musicians, athletes, actors, actresses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's scary times for you right now, because the man that whatever country needs to fill their agenda. It could be sitting behind bars, Guantanamo Bay, you know what I'm saying, anywhere like that, and they're gonna come and get you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna snatch you up and say, "Hey, this is who we got. This is who we want." You know what I'm saying? And then just speaking to the Marine, who's left in prison over there, we've heard from his family on a number of accounts, saying, "Hey, we understand what came with it. He understood what comes with it." And when you dig deeper into it, there's also a lot of other things going on with him that really, is kind of shady. You know what I'm saying? He got some espionage. He got some espionage stuff pending.
Yeah.
If he do get out, if he get out of that situation over there and come back, he got to face he got to face some shit over here.
Exactly. It's like we don't watch movies, man.
Yeah. But
there was a whole TV show called Burn Notice. It's not made up. If you are involved in any kind of spy activity and you get caught, bro, you burned. That's what that means. You burned. We don't know who you are. You ain't. He was on his own.
But I'm not even just talking about the burning part though. He has some U.S. charges pending on him for espionage. He was giving up the goods before he got caught by the Russians.
Yeah.
Type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it might be best that he stay where he at. You know what I'm saying? It might be best that he stay where he at.
But here's the thing: if you bring him home, you gotta drop them charges. You can't bring him home and then charge him.
That's what I'm saying. It's probably best that he stay where he at.
Yeah.
Because what's the other option? We all know.
Well, you got it's 3 options. Stay where you at.
It's 2.
Come over here and get these charges, or come over here and we drop these charges. But then something happens.
Yeah, we're gonna be having your funeral on live TV in the next few months.
Exactly.
That's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because I mean it's spy stuff. Like you said, we watch movies. We've seen it in the movies. It's all they got that from somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Everything you see on the spy movies and the army movies and you know what I'm saying, all that good stuff. It may not be 100% factual, but the idea was created from whatever does really go on.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've sat in lectures for people who are retired, CIA, FBI spies, and I mean they tell us like, yeah, I have friends who've gotten captured, and we ain't seen them since. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
We ain't seen them since.
And I mean, it's a messed up situation, but his family is just like they understand what come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that's like the biggest thing that everybody needs to look at and stop overlooking. And that's that if his family, because that was my whole thing with the Brittany Griner situation. I don't think the trade is legit. I don't think it's fair on our side. I think we lose out on that deal. But I understand her family. He said, it depends on what intel he has given up. He could be charged with treason, punishable by death. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Speak on
it might be best that he stay where he at. And I think his family understands that also.
Yep.
But for the Brittany Griner situation, I know her family wanted her home at the end of the day. Who wouldn't? If you went and got locked up in Russia, I'd be the first one. You know what I'm saying? Free the dreaded Archer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just a vape pen. You know what I'm saying? I would be saying the same. I would be saying the same thing. So I couldn't fault them for that, and I totally understand it. But the trade just was not in our best interest.
No, not at all. And then here's the thing. So, and this is just all it's all hypothetical.
What up, Art?
But it's all hypothetical. But what would happen if he's out now, and let's say in a month, Ukraine just gets overran. Russia just runs through and boom, war's over with. Now Ukraine gonna be like, bro, y'all let him out. We was doing our thing, and then y'all let him out. So then now you got Ukraine mad and trying to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no, they're gonna be licking their wounds.
Well, I mean, they're gonna be looking at their wound, but they gonna have something to say. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like going back to what I said earlier. If I'm Victor Bout and y'all didn't have me locked up for 10, 15 years, however long he was locked up over here, yo, I've been watching the news in the US. I know what go down. Guess what I'm gonna do? And I know what y'all so against illegal guns being on the streets. I'm gonna flood the US with illegal guns. I'm gonna flood it. And now you have a bigger problem. Now y'all need to fix that problem. You ain't got to worry about nothing over here because y'all got to figure out what y'all doing over there.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking about thing. Hell, it wasn't not long ago. There was a cat in Chicago who got a hold of a RPG.
Yep. Found it on the street in a box. Found it on the street in a box.
So you don't think Victor Bout can get some RPGs in Chicago? and the war in Chirac gonna look a whole lot different than it do now.
Yeah. It's a legitimate war.
It's gonna be a legitimate war. And now you got kids. You got kids in the street that's got big boy ammunition who don't know what they're doing with it. So now you're gonna have whole blocks getting taken out.
Exactly.
They'll take a whole block out to get one cat.
Exactly. Instant casualties, all that stuff, man. It's gonna be it'd be tragic.
The collateral damage will be crazy.
in a perfect world, obviously he gets out and he's done with all that shit, and he go, you know what I'm saying? He retires off in Russia, and you know what I'm saying? In a perfect world, but we don't live there.
No, and you don't go get your boy out for no reason.
Exactly, that's my thing right there.
Bro, they was dabbing him up when he was getting on the plane. Like, hey, bro, hey, welcome home, bro.
Hey, that was my thing too, though. Like, at the end of the day, it would be different if it's somebody who like had no ties to each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, Joe Biden and Brittany Griner have zero ties to each other,
Right.
other than he's the president of the United States. But these cats, it's on another level.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's like mob ties, bro.
Exactly. They're friends for real. Like, they're friends in real life. You know what I mean? Like, outside of the political anything. You know what I'm saying? They're friends.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So if my friend ends up becoming the president of our country, and I am locked up, and he says, and I just so happen to be an arms dealer, and he said, "Hey, I want him." Out of everybody else, because you know we got more Russians locked up than him.
A whole lot more.
Yeah, I want him. It's something behind that.
Yes.
It's something behind that. I think the whole Brittany Griner was a publicity stunt. Let's just be real. There are so many prisoners of war still imprisoned overseas. I feel like this was a, hey, look, minorities, look what I'm doing for you guys type trade.
Exactly.
That's what,
yeah. It's a
That's,
crumb.
it's a crumb. It's
Now
a
y'all
pacifier.
Because now y'all can say I did nothing for y'all. I brought y'all Brittany.
I brought y'all Brittany. What?
Exactly.
It ain't it, but man, that's not it. But speaking of Brittany, man, what
you want to do something? He could have brought Pooh Shiesty home. All
right. What's next for Brittany, man? Does she come back and she become a basketball player again? Does she just like nothing dropped off? What is it? Because I know we talked about this before.
So
she finna come home, write a book, make a movie, make more millions than she ever made in the WNBA.
Yep, she gonna have a Lifetime movie come out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Probably gonna get Ellen Payne to play Brittany Griner. We're gonna have a Lifetime movie. Gonna write a book. You know what I'm saying? Gonna be on US Today. Gonna be on CNN. She ain't gonna get on Fox. Gonna be on MSNBC. She gonna do a media tour. And that's it. But here's my thing. So there was a show a couple years ago called Homeland. You ever seen it?
I've seen. I haven't seen it, but I've seen it. You know what I mean?
Homeland was about a cat who he was a Marine. He got captured by Taliban, and they basically said he was dead. Like, this cat, we can't find him. He's done. And then he mysteriously, boom, pops back up in Iraq, and they rescue him out. But the whole time he was captured, he was getting brainwashed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he became a sleeper cell. So who's to say that, yeah, they might have told us, yeah, she over there working, but the whole time they could be brainwashing her because she don't, even without the dreadlocks, just look past that, she don't even look or act the same. Just in the few videos I've seen, the way she move, her mannerisms and stuff is not the same. Eyes sunk in the back of her head. She's kind of just, out there. And only time will tell, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think she's gonna play again. I think she's done. If I'm a team, I'm not bringing her back. It's too much. She's too hot.
Well, sleeper cell. Not saying it could not be possible, but sleeper cell is a little too far gone.
I mean, you got Super Cell, you got the MK Ultra shit. Like,
I mean, I hear you, but I feel like it's only been 10 months. It's only been 10 months.
It don't take that long.
I think it takes longer than that for me to. It takes longer than that for me.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you, those cats that sign up and go to the Marine Corps, they go to the Army.
Yeah, but they've already got a vested interest in that.
It's 6. Yeah, but when you being tortured,
but that's what I'm saying. Look, they've already got a vested interest in being a Marine. They've already got a vested interest in being a SEAL. So breaking them is really breaking them in. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in a totally brainwashed situation, it's gonna take longer than 10 months. Maybe not for me to brainwash you, but for me to brainwash you and trust you to come back with no tie and get it done.
I mean, bro, you can do a whole lot with fear. At any given time, we can come get you. Just know that. Like we know like it's Russia.
Hey, I
At any
understand that, but
given time, we can come get you. So this is what you gonna do. If it's that serious.
I hear that, but I think that's just too far fetched. It could not be, and I you know what I'm saying. I hope you are wrong, obviously, and I you know what I'm saying. But I just don't think it's too far. I mean, I do think it's too far fetched that Brittany Griner is now a Russian sleeper cell collecting intel. 'Cause what intel she gonna get? Brittany Griner ain't getting letting no meeting.
No. It ain't about that, but it's about now she can get into doors that she couldn't get in before.
Not no doors like that.
No, but she can get close to the president.
Mm-mm.
She I promise you, she gonna have a ton of meetings.
Mm-mm.
Think about this. If it was really all for pub, it's like here's your person. You don't think that they gonna have a press conference and they shaking hands at the White House and all that? That's the first thing they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also not about. It might not even be about getting to the president. It could be any plan they have. You know what I'm saying? Now we because who knows, they might. Hell, there was a Russian spy here in Sioux Falls that was captured a couple years ago. So what I'm saying is she could link up with one of their spies here. Hey, when you get back, you go meet with Victor Vakos or whatever, and he gonna give you the rundown. It could be anything.
It could be anything, but this is my thing. I'm like on the national security level. Outside of a press conference for like when they first get back, when she first get back or whatnot, or outside of a press conference and the little right there one on, she's not gonna be in no other position to do nothing.
Bro, because I can promise you the 2024 election, mark my word, and I said it here on RTL. The 2024 election come up, her ass is gonna be
no.
Yes, bro. She is going.
We can make a live bet right now that you are wrong on this.
They're going to cart her around anytime they go to any black city. Democrats trying to gain the black vote. They're gonna wheel her ass out there and say, "Hey, look, this is what the Democrats did. We brought Brittany home." They are.
I'm willing to bet on that.
That's all they got.
I'm willing to bet on that. I'm willing to because she doesn't help you in the political sense. She don't help you. She doesn't because she doesn't have it. She doesn't have the hole with her.
She don't need the hole. She needs
the hole because
she got one community.
She don't have the community. That's what I'm saying. She don't have the whole of her community.
No, listen what I'm telling you. Listen, she's a part of 3 communities.
Talk about it.
She's part of 3 communities. I only need 2 of them, and I'm gonna get them. Cause she's only gonna get one of them. She's part of the LGBTQ. We gonna get that. She's a woman, and we gonna get the women's vote because of that. You are. And then, in fact, she's a black woman. They're gonna get the black vote because right now the Democrats.
That's the multiplier.
And that's all they need because right now the Democrats are losing black men. They're losing black men. So we need a hold on black women.
I don't think it gets you that. That's what I'm saying. If you get on there, if you get online right now, read through everything that's being said about her coming home from black people, it's about 50-50.
Don't look at black men. Just look at the black women.
I'm saying it's from all genders. It's 50-50. It's 50-50.
And that's all I need. I don't need because as if I'm a Democrat, I'm already getting the immigrant vote. I got
you start more arguments bringing her around with you than you do yourself good. That's what I'm saying. What I'm getting at.
Then if they honestly believe that, then they don't bring her home.
I think they had to do something. They had to do something. It's my thing.
But they could have said, "Oh, y'all want the Merchant of Death?" Who y'all think y'all got? Chelsea Clinton? No.
They had to do something we do it to ourselves all the time. This was a game of chess, and Russia won on this one. Honestly, I don't think she was an impact with the black community because the majority of the black community was saying she was done for what she did. That's what I'm saying. I don't think she had the black community at all. What she does, the LGBTQ, they gonna ride with her regardless. It don't matter if she kills somebody on the middle of the camera. They gonna ride with her regardless. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think she has that black vote. I don't think she helps you out with the black vote. I think she starts more arguments than anything.
No, it does start more arguments, but I got the LGBTQ vote, and I'm gonna capture some of the black women vote. I might not get them all, but I'm gonna get the majority of them, and that's all I need.
That's what we'll have to see. I don't think we'll see Brittany Griner at election time. I think they're gonna put this one to bed pretty quick because
I didn't bring you home for no reason. I didn't bring you home for no reason.
I had to do something just because my cabinet is tragic. We had to do something.
Yeah, and but things it'd be different if the deal was done before not primaries, but before the elections in November. Now then I'd be saying, well, they got this election, but no, this is all building up for 2024. It's just in time. Now we got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October.
And I think they put it to bed. We'll have to see, but I think it gets put to bed pretty quick. I think she's gonna ride off into the sunset. I don't think we'll see her hoop again. I do think we'll see her on some interviews. We're gonna get a book. We're gonna get a book deal out the situation, and it's gonna fade off into the darkness just like everything else. I just don't. I think you hurt. I think you hurt yourself with this.
Yeah, but then there was no reason for me to bring her home then.
I mean, I feel like
the initial of her coming home.
But that does nothing for me if I'm a politician. Because it's not an election season now. The election's over with. So I brought you home now. So you got Christmas, get all that shit out, get all that shit at the holidays, get all that shit out, and then come 2024, you're ready to hit the election trail because your ass is gonna be we're gonna roll your ass out.
We'll have to see. I disagree.
I think they're going to pinpoint certain rallies.
Yes, it's going to be certain rallies. It's going to be places where they don't have a strong hold on the black vote. We got to get you there. And you're going to talk about how Joe Biden did this and did XYZ and how Democrats did XYZ to get you out.
We'll see. I disagree. I don't know. You know me. I just come straight from the hip with the. She'll make it to the Oprah show. Yeah, I come from the hip with it, man. I just think once you get you want the black vote, and then once you get black people arguing back and forth with each other on it, you know what I'm saying?
Turn off. I mean, both sides of the coin.
So I just, we'll have to see. You know what I mean? She will be a good piece to roll out in certain rallies, like Cam said. I think if you was trying to capture that. But then I also think, like, on that flip side, the arguments and the extra division that you bring with her, it's gonna get you. Because the super old heads ain't going because you know what I'm saying. And then she on tape saying all this extra shit. It's just
no. Oh no, she's definitely. It's gonna be a You gotta have a strategic plan how you gonna use it because the other side can say, hey. Y'all saying all this, y'all putting it to the front, but all them old tweaks and shit, and that shit gonna come back up. It is.
It already has.
But also, you know what I'm saying, you gotta think about damn, my mind went blank. Never mind. I dropped it.
Well, shit, man. If you tuned into the podcast right now, man, hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button, man. Hey, how many shares we had last time? I think I got close.
We got very close.
I think we had 18, 19, somewhere in there.
And let me be clear.
I must sound like Barack.
I was trying to hit it, but I didn't know if I got it. What did we say? What was the number?
25.
We need 25 unique shares. I'm talking to you, Percy. Thank you for the love. All right. Talking to you. 25 unique 25 unique shares, and we're going to run the Read, Talk, and Listen Holiday Blessings Cash App Extravaganza one more time.
One more time for the holiday season, man. I'm sorry, Trey, but that was too funny. What was?
What was funny?
When he said who was going to play her in the movie. That was
that was a
I dropped it.
I dropped it.
He said I dropped it.
It was tip my tongue and it just gone.
It's gone. But y'all make sure I hit that share button because my boy Cam we're gonna run that blue face to somebody on the Cash App, man. So make sure you hit that share button. Tell your homegirl sitting next to you, get on here, hit that share button. Tell her homegirl, tell her homeboy, to his homeboy, and run it like that. And somebody gonna get that $100, man. Go get an extra Christmas gift or put it in your stocking for this holiday season. I should do commercials, man.
Oh, I got it back.
There it is. Speaking of commercials, before you do it, don't lose it though.
Write it down.
But before you do
Text
it
to me.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
When do most accidents happen on the hunting when you're out there hunting, man?
Talk about
Oh man, it's during the field process, during the field dressing process.
What if I told you I had a product, man, that'll make your field dressing faster, safer, and cleaner, man? What would you do?
Get them.
I'll get on it. ASAP.
Get them.
Well, it just so happens I know where to get something like that, man. There's only one place you can get it. And that's GoodDaddy.com, man. You got to get you a good daddy. And some people say,
a lot of people say it though.
The knives, just the price of the knives is worth the whole Good Daddy kit.
It's true. I've used the Good Daddy a lot this hunting season. I can tell you, the knives alone are worth the price.
The knives
what does that kit include, Trey?
You get a caping knife, you get a gut knife, and you get a bone saw.
There you go. Hey, and all those things will be hand sharpened.
Where at?
Right before they come to your door. There's only one place you can get them. And that's GoodDaddy.com.
He said,
he said I shoot a 3378 Weatherby. They good at when I get there.
Well, we can take him out of the pot of the random giveaway for the winners.
You still gotta quarter him out. You still gotta skin them down. You need that Good Daddy. If you shooting something that do all that for you, let me know. Let me know.
Center mass, baby. Center mass.
He got his weapon. He get his hunting rifles from the Merchant of Death.
Hey, go ahead and drop what you had, man.
Oh, boom. So, also, on the other hand, this Brittany Griner thing could be a whole distraction because there's some other shit going on that they don't want us to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I mean that's always the case.
You know what I'm saying?
It's always a.
Yep.
You know, it's always
look over here, and I'm.
Yeah, man.
So that could also be it right there, because the holiday season, people love to say, "Oh yeah, stores, we spent this much money during Black Friday," but I can tell you now, I done been out Christmas shopping, and everything's still on the shelves. Ain't nothing bare. Ain't nothing bare.
I don't think people.
Ain't nothing bare but the buggies.
Nobody. I don't think very many people do actual shopping anymore, though. That's another thing. I don't think people do actual shopping, because I mean, just here at my house, I mean, hell, I might as well have the FedEx and UPS man number. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know when you coming. At this point, because you coming every single day. Matter of fact, why don't you just stack all mine in this corner of the truck and bring all them hoes on one day? You know what I'm saying? Like so I don't think people are shopping in the store like that no more. So it may look like them shits ain't getting bought, but they got that same toy or that same whatever at the house already.
On Amazon,
I'll tell you this, something that I've seen a lot at the Nike stores. I just thought it was something that they did. But like I was in a big box retailer earlier here in town looking for a few things. And I was walking by and I just happened to look up at something that I had recently purchased for a friend to say, it was like, dang, it's cheaper now. But they had one model on the shelf, one color on the shelf, and they had pictures all beside it. And it was like these colors and variations found online. So they're almost driving people to shop online.
Yeah.
You want the red Keurig? I got you. But if you want the teal one, the white one, or the black one, .com, baby.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's cheaper because I don't have to have it in store.
Right. It
Exactly.
comes from their warehouse, and it ain't taking up space in your floor plan that you got to put insurance on and buy
Yep.
extra space, this, that, and the other.
Exactly. Then also, man, I think, COVID taught us a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to rush out to the store. I mean, you still got people wearing masks. You still got people that's really worried about getting sick out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So why not play into that? Well, now, because think about there's almost not a store that don't got a pickup.
Yep.
You don't have to come in here no more. We're gonna go ahead and cut that out for you. That's at every single store. There ain't really a restaurant, even mom and pops got DoorDash delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, contactless delivery. They'll put that shit on the ground if you ain't got nowhere for them to sit it on. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see your ass.
They ain't doing fountain drinks. It's cans or bottles.
Yep.
It's just
they sell them that sugar-free lemonade. Like it's they got me.
Good old Ray's, man. Shout out to Ray's out there in DeSoto, man.
Shout out Ray's.
Ray's barbecue, man.
Shout out Ray's brother-in-law Vernal too. He sound like a cool cat.
Hey man, if y'all ever down there in the DeSoto area, man, y'all check out old Ray's barbecue, man. Hey, you won't be disappointed. But hey, go ahead and tell them, man.
Call it in. order ahead.
Go ahead and call it in and go do something before you go get it.
Or bring you a deck of cards and have you a good old game of spades or two while you waiting.
Yeah.
Hey, but it's worth it.
Oh yeah. It's worth the wait. So
you say just ask any taxi driver, everybody know what Ray's.
Yeah, ask any taxi driver. Everybody know what Ray's at, man. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, the cook came out. I knew I had one immediately because we eating and she talking to some other patrons in there, and she over there put her hand on her hip, swung like, y'all sure are being quiet. Who got the chicken?
It's me.
And it was, hey, I ain't leave nothing.
I ain't leave nothing at all either, bro.
Wayne say just residue and bones.
I ain't leave nothing on the plate, but hey, check this out. So when we first get there, we normally a barbecue spot, bro. It's not like in a strip mall type spot, right?
Yeah.
But this spot is. All right. So we skeptical about the situation.
Hey,
all right.
Next to a Little Caesars.
Right? Yeah, next to a Little Caesars and some other spot.
A wing spot.
Yeah. So we skeptical about it, but we still go in there, right? So we order and I go to the bathroom. And I come back out. I'm really expecting the food to already be there. I come back out and no food there, and my boy Doty, he's scrolling on his phone. And I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Why there ain't no food out here? And Doty was like, it's gonna be a while. And I'm like, man, how you know? And he's like, I'm reading the reviews. You know what I'm saying? All the reviews,
on the Google reviews.
Yeah, all the reviews saying like, hey, it's gonna take a minute. Blase. Some people was talking about the food or whatever, and he was like, man, I think it might be trash. It might not be that good or whatever. And I said, nah, bro. It's an old black woman back there in the back cooking this food. I just know it is. Because hey, when I went to go pee, and on the wall behind the toilet was a picture of an old black dude who looked like Martin Luther King, man. He was praying. And the title of the picture was his time well spent. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but that's not the only sign.
That's not the only sign. There were signs.
We come back outside. I come back out. Sit down. Look up behind Cam. Hey, they got that Gunsmoke playing on the Gunsmoke was playing on the TV in there, bro. I said, hey, Doug, I think we straight. I think we straight, boy. I think we good.
You got Gunsmoke playing Gunsmoke.
I said, I know y'all don't know this. But if you grew up in a black household, Granny was watching them in black and white old westerns.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. That's all there is to it.
Hey, there was one stereotype that threw me off. It was cold as shit in that thing.
On me, it was cold in a mug.
If you gotta walk in that joke and it was 180 degrees, yeah, it's gonna be.
It might have been 100 in the back, but the front was about 62.
On me. And
hey, the ceiling fans just chopping. Pop, pop, pop. I said, hey, if we'd had my boy Ron in here, he would have had this shit shut down. Everywhere we go, excuse me, you think the air you could turn? I don't have a jacket.
Real talk. Like, bro, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta tell that story right there, boy. I was like, hey, I think we straight, fam. I think we straight. Somebody granny back there cooking that shit on me.
Talking about, did y'all enjoy it? I said, yeah. Hey, if it work out, we come back down there next weekend for the championship game. We're gonna come back. Where y'all from? Y'all ain't coming back. Hey, no,
hey, it was some good. Oh yeah, it was some good stuff in there, man. Hey,
residue and bones.
I had the brisket. You know me, I gotta try out that brisket wherever I pop
brisket,
in.
Boy, gosh, dog.
It was fire. It was fire, man.
What size did I get? I got mac and cheese.
Me too.
And I've been tripping on the mac and cheese. I don't think none of my family's watching right now, but I've been disappointed. I've been telling Nick he had me some, and I messed around and get over there and get it. Thanksgiving, I had 3 of the worst mac and cheese for one place, and I'm gonna put you out there because if you're bold enough to put it out there for me, I'm gonna tell the world. Somebody had some blue box in this joint. Oh, now here she is. Hey.
I don't know nothing.
He done crept in the back.
Hey, listen, man. I'm sitting at the table. on Thanksgiving. I ain't gonna lie, but that shit had me hurt. Because I'd already been to one Thanksgiving. You know, on Thanksgiving, I killed myself. You know what I'm saying? On Thanksgiving, I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? So I'd already been to one Thanksgiving. I was pretty full. I get to Granny's crib, and I'm sitting there. I'm about to dive back in, though. I done took a little nap, you know, so I'm ready for round 2. And I'm sitting at the table, and I get a text message from Cam, and I look at it, whatever he said. Somebody got some Kraft mac and cheese up here.
The audacity.
Oh, boy. I died laughing, man. I went and made my boy a plate immediately.
No, it wasn't you that made it.
He said, talking about your girl.
It wasn't you that made it. I'm going to let you live.
Oh, no. We know you ain't doing no blue box over there, Miss Brenda.
She did.
Blue block blues.
I would have said she did some pies or some cakes or something, but Ginger made a cake, and that particular cake is shut down. I'm not trying nothing. I'm not fooling with nothing else. I let Peach Cobbler slide because Ginger's this cake. Ginger.
Boy, that cobbler slide. Speaking of that, I know Granny, if you on here, you know, I told you, you know, after Thanksgiving, you know, I didn't want to bother you.
I'll be home
Thanksgiving.
next week.
You had some things going. But them peach things that Cam like. I know you know. Yeah.
Hand claps.
We need us to order
the long hand clap.
We need us to order peach dumplings, please, ma'am. As soon as you can get that done, we'll take those. Hey, I do have a Christmas tree cake coming to the office though. From Say Grace. Oh yeah, by the way, holiday season.
Talk about it.
Cakes, pies, cupcakes, cake balls, chocolate covered strawberries, dessert jars, dressing, chicken,
home cooked meals.
You know what I'm saying? It's more than one place to get this. But you really want to get it over here because I promise you it's all slapping. All family recipes, handed down from generation to generation. Coming straight out of Say Grace. You know what I'm saying? Say Grace Home Cooked Meals and Desserts. Hit her up on Facebook. Join the group. She's always got deals going. She's got giveaways. We helped her out on the giveaway. Shout out my guy Cam for that too. We helped her out on the giveaway for Thanksgiving. I'm sure she's doing something for Christmas. So y'all get over there to Say Grace. And she'll get y'all hooked up with all your holiday needs.
It's going to be hooked up and fat. When you pick it up or she bring it to you wherever y'all meet at.
It got some weight. Got some weight to it. It got some weight.
I'm telling you,
it's gonna be ready. It's gonna be all that in some.
Most definitely, man. Y'all make sure y'all get over there and check her out over there on the Say Grace, man. Hey, I know we don't talk about basketball that much on here, but Bronny James and Kyan Anthony did just square off in the 20-year reunion of the Oak Hill versus St. Vincent St. Mary's basketball game. Cam, can you see my comments? Yeah,
I
we can see
got
your comments. 100% true. He went from the user to 100% true.
a 100% put you. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we didn't lost Cam on Trey. Trey didn't lost cameraman, but no, it's the 20th year anniversary of the Oak Hill St. Vincent St. Mary's matchup with Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James. Obviously, it wasn't them playing, but their sons, Bronny and Cayenne, were the stars of this game. But we all know Bronny plays for Sierra Canyon, who is stacked with talent. Some would even say he's not even the best player on his team. And then Cayenne Anthony plays for Christ the King, where he's it's also a private school, and he's surrounded by other great athletes as well. I don't know if you saw anything about that, Cam. If you saw that was going to happen, or if you saw that was happening, or
Yeah, I saw I saw like some graphics going around a couple days before. And I was thinking, wow, because what grade was you in when LeBron really started getting his, like, he was that guy?
oh, I mean, I was a young book. I mean, let's say he was drafted in 03, so okay, so 02, 01, 2000.
Yeah,
Man,
I graduated in 07, and I want to say my freshman year, which would have been like 06 ish. Or no, hold on, I'm sorry. 04 ish, somewhere in there. That's when I started seeing people wear Cavaliers jersey, and I had never seen a Cavaliers jersey ever. So, and to think about that, I still got that same, like, I remember whenever he first came in, and now his kids is getting. I mean, I know we live in the world, social media is so much different, but now his kids is getting just as much recognition at even younger than that, So that's wild
exactly.
to me. And then I
Most
seen, of course, the photo after where they're all on the court. But
yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just that photo right there, man. That's gonna be a legendary photo one day. Let's just say Bronny ends up being what we think Bronny's gonna be. Cayenne Anthony goes to the league as well, and then Bryce James, who is touted to be better than both of these guys because he's so young. Um, he goes to the NBA and does his thing as well. Uh, I mean, think about what that picture is gonna be. They're all Hall of Famers. You know what I'm saying, in one picture or whatever it might be. But I just think it was crazy because 20 years ago, LeBron, he freaking meets up with Carmelo Anthony in this game when they go at it. Carmelo Anthony beats him in this game. All right. Carmelo goes to Syracuse and wins the national championship the very next year. Or they make it to the national championship. I don't know if they won it. I think they did win it. The very next season. LeBron obviously wins the state championship that next season, is drafted into the NBA, fresh out of high school. And they both go on to have the careers they had in the NBA. And then for their sons to be not only be playing basketball anyway, because most people will run away from that. If my dad's Melo, I'm not trying to hoop. If my dad's Braun, I really ain't trying to hoop because you know what comes with that. But
yeah,
both of these,
exactly added
yeah,
pressure.
exactly. Don't you think there's added pressure? That's what I'm getting to right here. Both of these cats not only was able to hoop throughout their entire, childhood or whatever, but they were able to overcome all the, you can't shoot, you ain't shooting that corner three like Melo. Hey, your mic muted when you come back, Trey. You can't shoot that corner three like Melo Cayenne. You know what I'm saying? You can't dunk the ball like LeBron, Bronny, or you can't play defense like LeBron or whatever. They overcome that and they're playing basketball at such a high level that we want to watch it. Not saying that Sierra Canyon wouldn't be Sierra Canyon without Bronny, but we're not all lining up to see Sierra Canyon until Bronny gets there.
Exactly. Because he has that star power already.
Crank that Jan up a little bit.
Yeah, crank your mic up a little bit. Crank your mic up a little bit.
Hear me now?
Yeah, but crank it up.
It's cranked up.
There you go. That's a little bit better. You
Yeah.
sound low, kind of. But say something else.
I was saying he
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
He has that star power. You know what I'm saying? And that just comes from his dad.
Exactly. He got that star power. He's got the name, and then, like I'm saying, he backs it up. I mean, he did a tribute dunk to his dad at that game, which sent LeBron running around out of the stands. He did the Akron hammer, whatever they call it, where LeBron take that joker, you know what I'm saying? And Bronny does that in this game while his dad's there. It was a bunch of stars there. Scottie Pippen, his son. A bunch of stars was in that game. And he does the Akron hammer, boom, does the dunk, sends LeBron going crazy. And Sarah Kane comes out on top in that game. So he kind of gets revenge for his dad, low key.
Yep.
To me, you know what I'm saying? I think the story ended up coming around full circle. I thought it was one of the dopest stories really floating around right now. It was positive, first of all, and I think that's why it's not getting that much pub. Because there ain't no bullshit surrounding it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
If Melo had slapped LeBron on the court, it'd been on every news.
It'd been on every news station around. Or if they got into a fight during the game.
Yeah, like if Cayenne and Bronny was into
Bronny, it'd have been all over, you know what I'm saying? But it was just I watched the highlight here. I was at the gym the other day and they had it on, and I was like, damn, these cats did it, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And
I didn't realize. Hey, hold on, let me cut you off. Hey man, this ain't the time or the place for it. We see you, we talking about what you talking about, and we popping you up on the screen.
So it's 100% true. That ain't Ron.
No, this cat's coming from YouTube.
Okay.
So you can go with the flow, or you can get off the show. It ain't nothing but a thing. That's why I'm here.
Straight up. I thought that was Ron the whole time.
No, Ron. No,
I even mentioned him back. He said, "Can y'all see my comment?" I said, "Yep." I mentioned
popping
back,
him on
bro.
the screen talking about him. Yeah, we literally just had a whole conversation about the kids living in their dad's shadows and having pressure on them. Where you been the past 5 minutes?
Exactly. Hey, 100%, man. Get your mind right, man. For me,
100% true, more like 50% false.
Hey, man. Hey, whoever you are, 100%, man. We see your comments, like my boy Ken said. We do what we can. All right, we're not gonna mess up the flow of the show for your comments. Sorry. You know what I mean? If you want to do that,
get your picture and we'll consider something. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to do that. If you want to do that, hit the link or start your own podcast. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that simple. But anyway, speaking of guests on the podcast, and I guess we got one now. With big pressure himself, man, Trey Carson. We got to see him today. And he gonna come on the show next week, man. We're gonna talk a little big pressure clothing. We're gonna talk a little bit about football to life. We're gonna talk a little bit about football to marriage, a little bit about football to fatherhood. You know what I'm saying? And
I hope he's been watching. I hope he's been watching because I need a new one. This one. You know what I'm saying?
Matter of fact, we're gonna talk about that right now. A little bit about what we all wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm about to say, and that and what you got on, you know what I'm saying? And what he got on. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk a little bit about what we all wearing, man, because that's like a little bit about why and what we started this.
Mama, if you can't spell right, see, I gotta delete the comment. If you can't spell right, don't come on in here embarrassing me. And try again, but that one's gotta go.
We started this podcast, man, as a platform for people to come on, show off their stuff, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Just come on here and talk to the people about what you got going on or whatever. And so now with the merch, I feel like that's another way we can do that, man. My boy Cam been doing it. You know what I'm saying? We stay shopping local. You know what I mean? Always coming on the podcast, ripping. See, tonight he got on the big pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's hometown, homegrown. Trey, what you rocking tonight?
Oh, tonight, man, I'm rocking, K Black Outdoors. You know what I'm saying? It's a cat that I met on Instagram. He plays cornerback for the LA Chargers. Went to the University of North Texas, and he's, you know what I'm saying, he's out in the woods with the archery, man. He's hunting. You know what I'm saying? So you look at the back, you know what I'm saying? You got the
True Outdoorsman.
Yeah, True Outdoorsman, you know what I'm saying? This is his clothing brand, you know what I'm saying? He great material. You know, I hit him up, man. He made a post probably about two weeks ago, and all I said was, bro, I need that shirt. Where can I order it? And he went in the inbox and says, bro, send me your address. So we did a gear swap, you know what I'm saying? I sent him some Dreaded Archer merch. He sent me some of his K Black Outdoors, and hopefully get him on the podcast soon, man, so he can talk about his brand and his journey from the college, NFL to Huntingwoods.
Most definitely. I kind of did George for you, Cam. Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is I don't know what season this is, but this is very well seasoned. You know what I'm saying? I think this might have been year 2. Big pressure, you know what I'm saying? I of course, being from this area, of course, you're going to know who the man is. I had the privilege of starting my first little bit of production, doing the couch with shout out Mr. Donnie Kelly and a Big Worm, and at the time Trey was a co-host of that, and I was like, hey man, need some, and it was. At the time, I mean, I still do, if anybody know, but at the time I was like heavy into the Nike jumpsuits. And so whenever I told him, I want to get some jumpsuits, and he brought like 3 different colorways up there, and my size was like, just pick what you want. And I was like, how much? I ain't gonna say no price. I don't really remember. And I think, inflation, and I was like, okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this one. And he says another price. And he was like, oh, that was for all 3. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to take all 3 then. And, you know what I'm saying? Things got, I got into some too much of the say grace. And I think Nick ended up with a pair of those sweats. But the tees, hey, man, the tee fits right, fits true to size. This thing's been washed a couple 100,000 times. This is my Wednesday evening shirt. This is my chill around the house. So if you see me on the pod, I'm chilling. I'm in the suite. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all did upgrades.
Yes, sir.
But so it's comfortable clothing. I don't know what it's a t-shirt, but it's super soft, super durable. The print on it, like I said, has been washed 1,000 times. Still looks good as it's the first day. So shout out Big Pressure and the quality control he's doing over there. And he's got a bunch of new stuff. So check him out on Instagram, Big Pressure or Pluto 5, bigpressure.com, I believe.
Yes, sir. Bigpressure.com. They got a collab with Adidas over there too, man. Got some backpacks, a couple of dad hats, some stuff like that, with a little collab mashup with Adidas they did. So y'all go check that out over there on bigpressure.com. Me, man, shout out my guy Chase Brewster, man, over there. Him and Shane Halter over there with the sticks, man. They hooked us up with some sticks gear. If you know anything about baseball, I don't gotta explain who this is on the front of my shirt, but for y'all who don't, that is the king himself, man, Mr. Ken Griffey Jr. The kid. You know what I'm saying? That's the kid right there, man. And they got a little mashup with them. You see right there, instead of a Seattle hat, it's a Sticks hat he got on right there in his chain. You know what I'm saying? The backwards hat and the famous and the gold chain. He started that shit. He got an SB chain on. Sticks baseball, man. Shout out my guy, Chase Brewster, man. Shout out to 3 and 2 as well, man. That's the brand they linked up with. They keep them swagged out. If you don't believe me, I ain't gonna do all that. They keep them. They keep them swagged out in the nicest apparel over there, man. So shout out 3 and 2. Shout out my guy Chase Brewster, man. Shout out to everybody local who doing stuff, man. Shout out K Black. Shout out Big Pressure. Shout out Cozy. You know what I'm saying? Cozy Academy, man.
I've been talking to Cozy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out For the Toe, man.
Big fact. Shout out For the Toe.
Y'all look out for this up and coming event. Rain exclusive to Texarkana. Going to turn up for the city one time. Stay tuned for details on that. Going to be sometime next month. Still got some planning. He was looking at doing one. Might have been a little ahead of himself, a little too much dip on his chip, but he got it figured out, and he gonna do the right thing, blow it up big time, gonna market it crazy. So we'll when those details are available to us, you'll hear about it first here on the Re-Talking Listen.
Hey, I make the slide down, man. Slide down and sell some of the Dreaded Archer merch.
Come on,
so I'm slightly involved, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you may hear. But front row table, where you can pick your spot.
Hey, Cam, I had somebody outdo you, man. I had to search. Somebody hit me up. They needed an 8XL.
I heard about this.
I had to find it, bro. I had to comb the internet for an 8XL shirt, and I found it though. I found one.
It's a lot of fabric.
A lot of fabric.
So,
That's a lot of fabric.
and not only that, but then I had to get, my standard size logo.
Right.
It looked like a pennant on an 8XL.
Like a pocket tee.
Yeah, I'm telling you, so I had to blow the logo up, but you know what I'm saying? Anything for the Dread Archer the fans out there that they want the gear, we coming all hunters coming all shapes and sizes, baby. So hey, much love. So now I'll be offering up to 8XL.
Hey, if you want a canopy made, that's possible too as well.
Hey, right?
Yeah, just cut the sleeve off that one.
We can resize the logo and put it on whatever you need.
So if you a Dread Archer fan and you've been looking on the website like, dang man, he only go to about a 3XL. Hey, we didn't up it up 5 more sizes, baby.
Exactly. So y'all get over to dreadarcher.com, man. You see what I'm rocking. Not only am I rocking the Sticks tee, but I'm also rocking, the Dreaded Archer trucker hat, man.
I'm telling you, hey, bro.
I know what sizes he don't go up to in the hats. I know that was there.
Hey, I said it like back in season 2. Hey, if I got a homie that make clothes, hats, or shoes, ain't no question what I'm wearing.
That's what I'm wearing.
So when you see me out, you might be like, man, what he wearing? I'm wearing somebody I know.
And that's what it takes, man. That's what it takes, man. So I can't wait till next week. I can't wait to have him on here, man. I think it's gonna be a super good podcast. We're gonna blow it up. We're gonna market it out there. We're gonna get the thumbnail up early, maybe tomorrow. Get the thumbnail rocking for y'all. Get that.
What you finna call the episode?
Hey, it's only one thing you can call it.
Good pressure, baby.
Leaving Eugene.
I think it's only right we call it Big Pressure, man. That's gonna be that's gonna be a good episode. I think that's gonna be a good title. Or we could call it Pluto 5. I mean, you never know what we might call it.
Hey, I'll be home.
Exactly. Oh yeah, we may be able to get some in studio.
We can do the sit down in studio somewhere.
We can get we can get the kinks.
I know a guy with a soundboard.
We can get the kinks worked out on the spot to do a live in studio podcast, man. We're gonna do it.
Ooh, turn it up for season 5, baby.
Exactly. Turn it up for season 5, man. It'll be right there before the holiday. It's gonna turn up, man. Read, talk, and listen, man. We doing what we can over here to keep bringing y'all this hot fire, man.
Hey, season 5, well, it's gonna be hot. We working on some stuff right now that we're gonna put it out there, and y'all gonna be like, man, these cats just keep going up.
It sounds like you need to start making baby clothes.
I better say is Nora making a feature on the episode right now. It sounds like I can hear it a little bit. Babe, if you're watching, handle that, please. But season 5 gonna be something totally different, man. Hey, we keep ramping it up like we just keep stepping with that bar, climbing up that ladder each season. And season 5 gonna be something different, man. I got a lot of stuff in the works. I got a lot more content ideas that we gonna come through on because man, it's gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at with it right now. In studio is coming soon too.
It's coming.
Podcast is coming soon, man. I don't know when, but it's coming. All right.
In studio for the RTL, it's gonna be some road interviews for the Dreaded Archer. It's gonna be. Oh, and speaking of, hey, people thought it was all capping in my rap when I was saying 100K. They was man, whatever. And
no,
shit. I saw Carbon TV. Hey, they said congrats.
Exactly. I posted receipts. When I posted my first video saying we did 100K, the first comment I got on it. Oh, I'm not even replying to it. Right? I'm posting the numbers.
Receipts.
I post the numbers, man. No reason to lie when you can go look. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Ain't no reason to look. But I just lost my thought like you did earlier, man. I just lost my thought like you did earlier. I guess it's that time in the show, man. The doors of the church is open. If anybody got any
100% true got blocked.
Hey, don't come with that hate over here, man. Ain't nobody ever been hateful over here about nothing. And I'd be darned if somebody with a fake profile and a burner come up in here and talk some smack, man.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, this is my favorite part of the show, man. The doors of the church is open. If you got any rebuttals, any remarks, any comments, just want to say what's up to the guys. This is your time to do that. You want to say hello to your moms, shout out to whoever you want to shout out. Let everybody know what you got going on. If you got something coming up, this is your time. Doors of the church is open, man.
I don't know if y'all I'm sure y'all been combing the web for content, but there's been this cat been going viral, man. And when I first saw it, I thought he was somebody's daddy. Y'all didn't seen this cat,
bro? It's gotta be fake.
We talking about it this morning.
No, it's not fake at all. This kid is 12 years old.
I will never believe that.
I've seen interviews with him. I've seen him with his team, bro. He looked like somebody in Texarkana.
Bro, just because you saying what is seeing an interview with him let you know he's 12?
Because the way he talked, he 12.
Bro, he could just be. Come on, man.
The only thing that threw me off is I ain't never seen a 12-year-old with a sleeve.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What tattoo artist is supposed to be in jail, or is his parents supposed to be in jail? Your 12-year-old son, you gonna give him a tattoo? Hell, he paying bills.
12-year-old running back from Fort Worth, Texas,
and he's a running back wearing number 70 something.
No, it's 23.
Oh, it's 23. I just can't go for him being 12. And I'm not. It's more than the mustache.
I ain't seen no 12-year-old with no mustache.
It's more than the mustache for me, because that could happen. The mustache could happen.
Yeah, I mean, you could be 32 and can't grow one. You know what I'm saying? So I know it works the other way.
The mustache can happen, man. But bro,
hold on, check it out.
How you will? Boy, this boy 12. That's cap. 12. Nah. That's when he was 12. That's when he was 12 right there.
That's the picture we chose for the internet.
That's when he was 12.
Right here?
Yeah. Look how long his dreads is now.
Man, they ain't the same kid.
Yeah, it is. That's him. That's him. About 5 years ago. Look at him, bro. He a whole different skin tone.
Hold on, roll back up. Because the camera quality could have just improved.
No, bro. He a whole different skin tone, man. Look how long his dreads is. His hairline done receded since that picture. Look. Look. I can't go for this. If somebody, whoever, if he really is out there playing against 12-year-old kids, and so, bro, come on, man.
Let's look what kind of juice he got.
Man, he probably finna hurt somebody, man.
Texas versus Florida.
Is he getting it, or is he on defense? Oh my God.
Oh, bro. Hey, does he got an offer from SMU, or is he tagging them in the post?
He's tagging them in the post.
Tagging everybody in the post.
I'm about to say, can you?
This is what I'm saying.
Can you contact somebody and verify?
Can you be so much bigger than your competition that none of that shit's impressive?
No.
You saying you can't be?
Wait,
it's always gonna be impressive.
Oh, I mean, no, it's not impressive because no one's out there on your level.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they tagging SMU, TCU, all them people they tag, but that shit ain't really impressive. I mean,
what's impressive is the young man that got hit by that he's still breathing after this. That's what's impressive. Shout out to him.
It say right here, it says other people on social media are speculating Johnson's age, while one person writing, Jeremiah Johnson is one of the most common names out there. 2, the mustache. 3, the locks with the pushback hairline. And now I'm gonna say 22. I was convinced on the 17 to 21, but 12, hell no.
Hey, exactly. Hey, check this out. When back in the day, back in college, you can ask any of my college teammates right now. If anything would go down, where you somewhere you weren't supposed to be, or whatever it may be, the name you gave.
Jeremiah Johnson.
It was Jamal Johnson, but it's the same concept. It was just a random name that would fit a black guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the name you give to get out the situation, whatever it might be. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jamal Johnson. You know what I'm saying?
I done heard the name Trey Reed get thrown around a couple times. Got him.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? You gotta have your alias, man. And he picked the terrible one. I mean, they should have gave him like a crazy name. It would have been better than Jeremiah Johnson. All right. Would have been better than Jeremiah Johnson, man.
Bro, this cat, like he just got off a third shift at Cooper Tire to come play this game, man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. There's no way he's 12. It's just, I mean, you letting your 12-year-old son get tatted. Come on, man. And that hoe looked like he was set in. So you let your 10-year-old son get tatted.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? He didn't have that hoe for a couple years.
Hey, we seen last night what the fresh ones was looking like. Buddy was on the basketball court.
They can't scratch it. Like a girl with a fresh wig on. I can't talk though, cause them barrels, that little boy.
Y'all brought, man. Hey, underneath them. Whoo.
How you ready to punch? I uppercut you if you say something to me right now. I just uppercut you because it's itching so bad. I uppercut your head.
Bro, it's just because they short. I'm telling you, I get mine done now, and it don't phase me none now. But before, man, I'd be ready to fight somebody, man.
I'm telling you, boy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I saw that, and I was like, bro, I gotta bring this up on the show tonight because there ain't no way this cat 12 years old.
Ain't no way. There just ain't no way, bro.
It'll come out next year when they find out he was 17 years old playing in 12 under the league.
Hey, in honor of bowl game starting this weekend, before we get out of here, give me your TCU Michigan game, and then give me your Georgia Ohio State game, and then give me your national champion, man.
Ooh, I got shit. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say, of course, I got Georgia over TCU. No, is it Georgia over Michigan?
Michigan and TCU are playing.
Michigan, TCU. So I got Michigan over TCU, and then Georgia over Ohio State.
Okay. Who your national champion?
And I got Georgia as my national champion.
All right, Cam.
I'm gonna say the same, but I would like to see TCU beat Michigan just because.
Hey, we just had a spot open up for a producer. If anybody's looking.
Hey. I've been kicked out of nicer homes than this.
There's no TCU. Will be no TCU.
Hey, no. I don't think it's gonna happen. But you know what I'm saying? It's like people hate Brady because he's Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like Michigan's Michigan. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, a shout out to Michigan because they was at least smart enough to sign Ryan Mallett before he jumped out.
Exactly. Hey, check this out right here. I can't. Nothing in my body will let me say TCU gonna win a game, even though they're undefeated. Or they're not undefeated no more. But nothing in my body will let me say TCU will win. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Michigan over TCU. We're gonna have a Georgia, Michigan. Actually, I say this. We're gonna have Ohio State. I just say this just to say it. We're gonna have an Ohio State rematch. Ohio State Michigan rematch in the Natty. Ohio State Michigan rematch in the Natty. Ohio State gonna win. They squeeze in by the hair of their chin. They're gonna upset Georgia in game 1, and then they're gonna come right and get it back in blood in the Natty.
So if all this on the conspiracy theory tip, if all this is predetermined and a setup, that would be epic. That would be a fans game.
It'd be a fans game. Yep, the rematch.
Nobody. Only reason why people cheered for Georgia when they beat Alabama is because everybody hates Alabama. That's the only reason why they had a fan base. Don't nobody care about Georgia except the state of Georgia and maybe the borders around it. Like nobody cares. Was buddy? That's how old?
Oh, yeah, he old as hell. The
Who?
quarterback, Stetson Bennett.
Yeah, I mean, ain't nobody.
He's the same
tripping
age as Lamar Jackson in there.
They been there that long?
Bro, he ain't been there that long. Well, yeah, he been in college that long. He the same age as Lamar Jackson and them, bro. They been in the NFL for 3 years.
Yeah, he let the ability build up.
Bro, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how they do it.
Hey, I don't know if it's just me, but it seems like there's like there's a lack of bowls. I feel like there used to be more bowls. And then two, there's a whole bunch of bowls I ain't never heard
Well,
of.
it's just new sponsors. It's down. It's new sponsors.
But I ain't remember no hometown lenders Bahama Bowl.
Yeah,
So what
that's
do
a
they
new.
do?
That's a new bowl. The Bahama Bowl is new.
The Louvre Trade and Cure Bowl.
I don't know which bowl that used to be.
The Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
I don't know what bowl that used to be.
So the
You can
contracts
kinda
was
look
up
at
and they
the-
just all got renamed.
Yeah, you can kind of look at their logos though and tell, like, you know what I'm saying, like what they used to be. If you go back and look,
They would. The Cricket Celebration Bowl. I didn't know cricket was doing that well.
see, cricket doing very well.
The SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl.
Because you think about how much a company has to pay to have a bowl game.
Hey, Jimmy Kimmel got a bowl.
LA Bowl, New Mexico Bowl, Frisco Bowl, Myrtle Beach Bowl. That's always been there.
I knew
Famous
about
Idaho Potato Bowl always been there.
At Toyota
Hey,
Stadium. Shout out.
Boca
Roof
Raton. Shit, I'm trying to go to Boca Raton too.
roofclaim.com.
If you got that bread, you can get a game.
Shit.
R plus L Carriers, New Orleans.
Lockheed Martin. I've known Air Force playing that
Armed
every
Forces
year.
Bowl. They don't change the name of that. The sponsor might change, but that whole ain't changing. Some of your Armed Forces, no matter what. Independence Bowl gonna be the same. Somebody else got it too.
Yep, Residence Technology.
Dang, there's been at least 4 in the Metroplex. Traffic gonna be so bad, boy.
Oh,
I ain't
yeah.
going
Feeling
late.
you.
Doing that Saturday.
Union Home Mortgage Casparilla Bowl. But look who playing in some of them too, though. Like this one right here, Middle Tennessee versus San Diego State,
Easy
And-
Post.
and the Hawaii Bowl used to be Sheridan. But
Yep.
now it's Easy Post. Quick Lane Bowl, Camellia Bowl, Serve Pro First Bowl, Ticketmaster, Birmingham. It's always been a Birmingham Bowl, but Ticketmaster on it now. Rate Bowl, Guaranteed Rate Bowl, Military Bowl, presented by Peraton. That's a new one. I feel like
Liberty Bowl. I think Arkansas played in the Liberty Bowl. Yeah.
Yep, and it's always been AutoZone.
Is it Kansas?
Kansas, Arkansas.
Yeah.
San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
Who
Sometimes
they play the Cotton Bowl when Arkansas played the Cotton Bowl? Kansas or Kansas State? Kansas
give
State.
me a line.
Whoever
Hey,
the Wildcats.
if I'm
are.
the NCAA or whoever is in control of this bullshit, and you are San Diego County Credit Union, you're gonna have to come with something different for your game. You're gonna have to come with a something. Give me some letters. Give me some. You gonna have to come with something different for your game. Think about that. Think about calling that game, Cam. You announce that game every time you come
you
back.
know how much space it's going to take to put that on the shirt?
Hey,
Look,
you come
tax
back.
act.
You come back from commercial every time.
Welcome to
And
the
we are
San
back
Diego-
live at the San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl.
That's 7 words.
I don't. Who is?
Tax
Tax
Act bought
Act?
the Texas Bowl. Who that used to be? You played in that.
It was. No, when I played, it was just the Texas Bowl.
Just Texas Bowl. Texas was funding that shit. Shout out Greg
Shit.
Abbott.
Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl.
Cheez It Bowl.
The Valero Alamo Bowl.
There's a bunch of them in Florida too. The Valero
Dukes
been having
Mayo
Alamo.
got a game? Come on,
Dukes Mayo
Dukes.
Bowl. Tony
Tony
the Tiger.
the Tiger. Come on there. Great.
Y'all couldn't call it the Kellogg's Bowl. Y'all had to do Tony the
Exactly. Kellogg's.
Tiger. Gator Bowl always been one.
Hey, Tony.
Barstool got them a bowl. Barstool making that bread right now.
I'm
I like
telling
the
you,
things you do.
Capital One
Hey,
Orange Bowl.
Tony.
Capital One used to have another bowl, wasn't it?
they used to have Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, that's what it was. Trans Perfect Music.
No,
City Bowl. It's
it's always been the Allstate Bowl. It used to be it's always been Capital One Orange Bowl.
has it?
Yep.
Yeah, All-State Sugar Bowl. That sounds way better. Transparent Music City Bowl. That's always been a bowl, but I don't know who Transperfect is.
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl.
Hey, VRBO got the Fiesta Bowl.
Shit.
Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. They still hosting that stuff.
The Lord's chicken.
Tostitos couldn't lock that up.
They
Nope.
couldn't.
Tostitos couldn't lock it up, man.
The Goodyear Cotton Bowl. That don't sound right.
I don't know if they always been a good year. I think it used to be just the Cotton Bowl.
Shit, Cheese's got 2 bowls on your
Yep.
ass.
Cheese got 2. They got the Cheez-It Bowl and they got the Citrus.
One's in Orlando. Where's the other one at? Where the other Cheez-It Bowl at?
Orlando.
Also in Florida.
Same
They're both
place.
in Orlando. Hey, they
Dude,
ain't got to
Cheese's
change up
doubled
too
up on
much.
you.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Rose Bowl. Rose Bowl ain't got no sponsor.
It's just
It's
a
probably,
Rose
it's probably
Bowl.
sponsored by the Rose Bowl committee.
Yeah. Damn, man. Hey, it's almost like, damn, is NCAA, y'all hurt? You know what I'm saying? Or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's almost like that. I don't know if that's the case, but did the NIL do y'all in like that?
Yeah, but
Hey, that's right. Hey,
everybody else getting paid. We're gonna get paid too.
Hey, 2025, baby, the RTL podcast ball.
Oh, yeah. Ain't everybody through the door.
The dreaded Archer talking, listen, Killer Cam, Texas Bowl.
Extravaganza Bowl, baby.
Hey, hosted that.
Hosted Graham Stadium.
With Brian Bolt and Nick Reed on the commentary. Hey, I ain't producing nothing over there. We're gonna
I ain't gonna be on the commentary because I'm gonna be on the field chilling, watching that game for sure. But
I'm gonna come out the tunnel like Dion. To some young Dolph. That's how
hey,
we kill
man,
it.
y'all know I gotta have those mental health checks, man. 1 through 10, man. How it's been going for you personally? What's going on in your personal life, physically? How your body feeling, man? And then business wise, what you got going?
Man, physically, man, I'm feeling good. Last week I hit the gym. Body was sore this week. It's kind of taking it easy because we're gonna be out in the woods this Friday. So I don't this whole weekend. So I don't want to be too beat up in the woods. So I kind of took it light this week. So physically, man, I'm feeling about an 8. Personally, man, everything good. A little bit cold, and you got too much going on holiday season. So I'm at about a 9 right now, just because gonna be around family and friends here in a couple weeks or next week. And then business wise, man, hey, Dreaded Archer going through the roof, numbers going up. Did a show last night with Rex, that's doing numbers. I think it's already at 1,000, and it just dropped today at 12 o'clock. So we'll see how they go. And so business wise, I'm at a 10 right now.
All right, Cam, what you got?
Yeah, I'm on the same tip, man. We only got a few more working days left, or we on our holiday break. So, business wise, we're gonna get paid when we leave and get paid when we come back. So,
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm just ready, man. Football season, although it went by fast, and we had a good time. We had lots of teams go deep. We got to go to a lot of playoff games. It was a good year. But man, it was I feel like some of them players at the end of the season just beat up, just taxed and ready just to chill out with the fam, enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the journey, get comfortable where I'm at for a little bit. I was listening to y'all earlier and people talking about don't get comfortable where you at. There's a difference between getting comfortable where you're at and enjoying where you're at in the moment.
Right.
So I just want to enjoy myself for a little bit. Spend some time with the fam, man. Can't stress that enough. Sometimes I get locked in my own little world in my daily grind, in my rut. Sometimes it feels like, and I it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. That all my family's out, a little ways off, so I don't see them on the daily. So even though my mom be on here harassing me in the comments occasionally, I'm actually I'm ready for some of that. I think I blended business and personal together, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a good 8.5 all the way around. Mentally, man, in a good spot. Like I said, break coming up. First time back on the podcast, and it feels like a year. But we switched machines up on the big boy supercomputer right now. Seems to be good. Apparently, I'm gonna have to step my camera game up and quit being lazy about it, because next time we get on here, we'll have some things to see around here in the Stewie, as Ginger likes to refer to it.
In the Stewie.
Oh, speaking of Stewie, I know we talked about it pre-show. We didn't talk about it. The boy. What's the name of his album?
Oh man, I can't believe I forgot about that too. FBGM Tez. In my mind.
In my mind.
Out right now. Gotta go get that today. It dropped today, 14th. That's today, right? Yeah, December 14th. In my mind, FBGM Tez, man. Hey, dude, coming from the real life Texas rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he got skill. He got that soul in his words and his lyrics, man. He got that pain in his voice type situation. And
You got church up in my voice because that's just how I'm raised.
Exactly, boy. Right there on the front pew. Y'all go get his album, man. He going hot with it, man. Shout out to FBGM Tez, man.
Already.
And I guess for myself, man, personally, I love this time of year. Any holiday where everybody gonna come in town and we all gonna get to chill out for a second and everybody be together and all that stuff. That's what I do it for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. Anytime I'm not working, obviously, it's always a good time, and especially when you add family in it, that make it even better, man. So personally, for me right now, I say I'm about an 8, 9, right there. Physically, man, I give myself about an 8 as well. I have plans on being a 10. I'm gonna be a New Year's resolutioner this year. I never have been in the past. I never have had to be, especially when it comes to going to the gym. But I found myself in coming up on year 2 of being a dad, and I'm blaming it on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna blame it on that.
I'm gonna need you to hold yourself accountable so I can hold myself accountable too. Because I need a push. I go with you every day that you go, but you just got. I can't go. I ain't gonna go by myself. And not that I can't. I just won't.
Yeah, right. I feel it. I feel it, bro. I feel it. And then I'm always like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna look bad. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really be feeling sometimes. Like you see yourself, like some days I'll be like, you better start hitting that gym. Then you look like a, you know what I'm saying? You start looking like them cats you be talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody. Somebody might try you out here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't looking like you supposed to look in that shirt. But then I'm like, really don't look that bad.
Hey.
You know what I'm
saying? Hey, bro, there's a cat that go to the gym that I go to, and bro, if you looked at him, you would think he was probably mid 40s. Bro, he's 67 years old, and yesterday morning I come walking through and he told me, "Hey man, come here." And I said, "What's good?" He goes, "Man, every time you come in the door, I look at you like, man, if I wasn't 67 years old, I'd try his ass. But I see you pick them weights up. I say, oh shit, he coming here ill. He ain't playing around."
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why them old school cats like that, bro?
Like,
I swear.
If I wasn't 67, I'd try your ass. I'm like, why? I don't even know you.
He's never said a word. I never said a word.
Oh,
he just called off and smacked his.
Oh, try it now. No.
Try this. Free samples.
Yeah, my business.
My business.
Hey, and then walk away and hit him with the hair swing.
Business wise, man, Talking Listen going up, man. I mean, we coming season 4 coming to a close. I'm proud of it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all guys. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing our thing. 25 episodes deep on the season, man. It gets tedious. Kind of like Cam was saying at the end of a football season. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we sit down here every Wednesday night for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes. And that's time where we spending away from doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Being with our family. You know what I'm saying? Getting something done, around the house, getting something done outside the house. That's a dinner. That's a movie. That's a game. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's something that we missing every Wednesday night, man, to sit down here. So it kind of gets a little tedious. I even remember I told Brooke earlier when we were sitting down eating dinner, I was like, I don't know if I'm really in the podcast mood tonight. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I don't know if I'm really in the podcast mood tonight. So that's how I know, you know what I'm saying, the season getting long. But at the same time, I've already agreed that we're not going to take a break in between the seasons this time. No, so we're going to run that thing right back. We're going to run that thing right back, man. I'm just going to have to drink a bang or whatever you got to do, you know what I'm saying, to get right. But no, I just know we just got a lot of work to do in these next couple of days so we can chill. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to doing that, man. Business level, man. I'm gonna go ahead and get that a 10. Dreaded Archer episode with you, obviously over 100K. I ain't never been involved in a 100K video before.
Hey, me neither.
100K podcast before it all. You know what I'm saying? But man, that's legit just to be a part of that, just to say, man, 100,000 people
I know that shit crazy.
got to hear our story. You know what I'm saying? 100,000 people got to hear my hunt experience in South Dakota. 100,000 people got to hear why I hunt. 100,000 people got to hear why I keep hunting. You know what I'm saying? 100,000 people got to hear why I want to pass hunting down to my kids. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
when I sit back and look at it like that, man, that's the type of stuff where I'm thinking, like, when I'm talking about enjoying the moment, not necessarily getting comfortable. You know what I'm
Just
saying? Because
enjoying it.
obviously, I want the next Dreaded Archer episode to do 100K. I want the Read, Talk, and Listen to do 100K. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I
Yep.
want to keep going. But at the same time, I want to sit back and say, damn, man, we just did 100K.
I know it's one of the things where you want
100K and keep y'all smart butt comments off the chat for one thing.
it's like one of the things where you want to sit back and kind of relish in it, and like to me, it threw a spark underneath me because I got the I've been slacking like as far as reaching out to people, and I just started boom, 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 and then once I posted 100K, all of a sudden people started like reaching out. Hey, I want to be on the show. Hey, I want to come on the show. I'm like, oh, now it's over flooded. So, hey, it's gonna be. I know 2024. I mean 2023 is gonna be. Man, I'm right now. I'm doing 2 podcasts a week, and that's one for Dreaded Archer, one with RTL. I'm thinking 2023 is gonna be 4 or 5 a week.
Hey, I hope
I'm
so,
be
man.
my Joe Rogan tip.
Hey, I hope, man, because hey, that's all we can do is keep putting it out there, man. Feedback's been all good. Everything been positive, man. Every time somebody grab a hold to the show, they stick with it. They keep watching. They keep listening. A few truck drivers out there, I know they listen to the pod, man. They help them through their route. And when you hear shit like that, it just make it easy to get on here and talk for 2 hours.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's 3 or 4 extra stops on that cat day. You know what I'm saying? That just went by because we still on here talking. So you know what I'm saying? I keep saying it, man. We having our way. We having our way over here right now. We having our way all around right now, man. Christmas coming up. We definitely gonna have our way with the festivities.
Oh, for sure.
And it's just up like that, man.
What day you driving down?
I'll be here. I'm leaving tomorrow night, and then I'll come back. I gotta work, and then I'm gonna come back next Wednesday.
Hey, watch that next Wednesday. Watch that drive. Be safe on that travel. I don't know if you've been looking at the weather.
We're looking like
Hey, talking about down here gonna get stupid.
Yeah.
I know in between where you at and here, you gonna run through it for sure.
For sure.
oh
for sure.
yeah.
I know when you get that Fayetteville, Sport Fifth, Ouachita mountain range gonna be.
Ooh, hey, let me tell you, man.
And they can't drive.
When I came back down, was it a couple weeks ago? I got through Fayetteville, man. It was icy, man. Cat slipping and sliding. I'm like, nope. But see, my car made for it though.
Yeah.
But see, I got a new whip now, and that joker it's got a setting for slippery. You put the joker on, and you can hear the tires just adjusting as you're driving.
I was one of them ones when I lived up there in Fayetteville. I went up there in a single cab, 2-wheel drive on some 22s and rubber bands. And I moved up there right after Thanksgiving.
Right at the time for it.
Hey, tires was new when I left. Tires was gone when I came back.
Hey man, come through Fayetteville. You know them tall bridges.
Like yeah. I think that's the town that's like around Greenland, I think is what it's called.
Like right before you get to that tunnel, man, there's so many cars on the side of the road. Like, nope.
I'm telling you, bro. It gets real out there. It gets real out there. But hey, man, y'all got any last words for the people?
Man, I've been seeing a lot of celebrities, man. You know what I'm saying? Taking themselves out, man. Hey, if you feel depressed or anything and you talk to somebody, hey, reach out, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't put a permanent problem on a temporary on a temporary issue. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. So if you need to talk to somebody, reach out. Hell, if you don't know us but you want to talk, hit the RTL chat on Facebook. Slide your number in. We'll give you a call, man.
Big facts.
Yeah, it's I think I saw something. What's the world's population? 8 billion people now.
Yep.
Hey, it's another you out there. And it
Exactly.
might be a lot. It might just be a lot closer than you think. You know, every day, everybody got their own struggles, their own trials and tribulations and temptations that we all go through. Somebody done been there in them shoes. Somebody in the same spot you in. So, you know what I'm saying? You may feel alone and like it ain't nobody that can help, ain't nobody that can hear you and understand you. That ain't the case, man. I promise you, it's somebody.
Exactly.
Somebody.
Big facts, man. Big facts. Definitely reach out. If you need to talk to somebody, anything like that, definitely reach out to somebody. And just talk. Reach out to that person that you know is gonna listen, not that person that's gonna try to fix you right then and there. You know what I'm saying? And that's gonna get you through it.
And if you're on the other end, if you out in public and you see somebody look, they just having a shitty day, hey, say something funny or just ask them how they doing, man. And sometimes that'll go a long way.
Big facts. I live on that right there. I say, hey, to anybody I walk past, how you doing? Anybody I walk past, man, because you never know. You never know. You know what I'm saying? They might be like, man, 10 people done walk past me today. They ain't even look at me. The next person that walk past me don't acknowledge my presence. Ain't no point in me being here. If I'm that next person, you might as well go ahead and hang up them ideas.
For real.
I don't know. I'm finna say something to you.
Yeah, it costs $0 and takes zero effort to be a decent, caring person.
Big facts.
Exactly.
Big facts, man. And like I always say, man, be vigilant, especially around the holiday time. Somebody ain't got it and they want yours. I don't believe in that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. But then, you know, you got to do what you got to do to protect you and yours at the same time, man. So know who your kids playing with. Know the parents of the kids your kids playing with, man. Know what your kids are watching on that daggone YouTube too, man.
YouTube, TikTok.
Them videos just get to running. You know what I'm saying? They just get to running. And sometimes they ain't even their fault. And I understand that. They just sitting there watching. And they just letting the next video play, the next video play, the next video play. And then it's somehow in this world we live in, the algorithm gonna slip it in there. It's gonna slip it in there. Something they don't need to be seeing, something they don't need to be introduced to yet.
Think about what we watch and see. You know, we grown.
Exactly.
Sitting there at work watching football highlights and different photographic styles, and you really be on some learning. And then here she come, or he come. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So man, it's gonna happen, man. So just know what your kids watching, man. Monitor that shit. Put whatever type of lock you need to put on it. You know what I'm saying? Just do what you got to do to keep your kids safe out here, man. And definitely keep your family safe. Have yours on you, because I'm always gonna have mine on me, man. And do whatever you got to do to protect you and yours. Like I say, man. With all that being said, this is season 4, episode 25 of the Read, Talk, and Listen podcast. I am your host, Nick Reed, along with my brother and co-host Trey Reed, my boy Killer Cam on the ones and twos. We are out.
What? I mean, it's been turning up with her. The girl around us and she loving her. If we don't know you, don't come close to her. If you with your girl, let me hear you say, what?